Hi, I'm Stella Kavita. In Kenya today, journalists play a powerful role in shaping public opinion, informing communities, and holding leaders accountable. But when a story goes wrong, when the truth is departed or reputation are harmed, the law steps in. This is where defamation arises, and the consequences can be enormous.
Further, defamation is when someone says false and harmful things about another person to damage their reputation.
There are two types of defamation, libel and slander. Libel is a type of defamation that is written. It's on paper. You write something negatively and false about somebody that damages them. Slander is spoken.
One of Kenya's most influential defamation cases in National Media Group 5, Ali Mwakwere, 2018. In this case, National Media published a story alleging corruption involving then Foreign Affairs Minister Ali Mwakwere. Mwakwere urged that the story was false, malicious, and had damaged his political reputation.
This case was important because it reminded media houses that public figures still have the right to protection from false information. Court emphasized the need of journalists to verify facts thoroughly before publication.
The High Court ruled in favor of Mwakwere and awarded him damages, saying to journalists that freedom of the press does not mean freedom to harm reputation without evidence.
Defamation law directly shapes how journalists work. It pushes them to investigate deeper, verify sources, and it gives all parties a fair chance to respond. While some urges it protects citizens from harmful rumors, others believe it can be used to intimidate the press.
So, to avoid defamation, journalists are encouraged to practice responsible communication. This includes verifying facts, seeking comments from the accused person, using credible sources, and correcting errors promptly.
It is simply a false statement made by a person to another person or a third party that intends to injure or harm the reputation of that person. Now, this statement tends to reduce the image of that particular person in the eyes of right-thinking members of society that can subject to the person to some personal ridicule, some shun among others. Now, if you sue in an action for defamation, there are four main elements you must establish in court for the court to come to the conclusion that you have been defamed, and hence you may be entitled to damages. You must prove that the statement is defamatory. You must prove that the statement is capable of defamatory meaning. You must lead evidence to establish the fact that the statement was made to your person and that there is publication of that statement. Now, if the statement is made to you directly without an opportunity for any other person to have heard it, you cannot bring an action for defamation. There must be publication. The statement must be made to a person other than yourself. That means to the hearing of other people. Let's say someone makes a defamatory statement, you hear it, and you also go and tell other people. You can also be sued for defamation because you are engaging in a further publication of that statement. Now, when you are sued in an action for defamation, what are the defenses available? What can you tell the court if you are sued? You can say that, my lord, the statement is true. So that means truth is a defense to an action in defamation. Now, you can say that the statement was a fair comment with no malice intended. Now, there are certain privileges that accrue to certain group of people because of the position they occupy. These privileges are called absolute and qualified privileges. Example, statements that are made by judges in their judicial pronouncement are immune from defamatory action. Statements that are made on the floor of parliament to some extent are immune from defamatory action, and you may not be able to sue someone, or your action may not be successful if the persons come under absolute or qualified privilege. So please, there are two types of defamation. There is libel and there is slander. Slander are spoken defamation, whereas you speak. Libel are defamation in print form, where you have published an article about somebody, you go to your Facebook wall, you pass disparaging remarks about a person. Please, these are the two types of defamation. Now, when you are sued, the court can offer damages to the injured party. Damages can come in the form of money. You can be made to pay monies to the person. The person can pray the court to grant an order of injunction to restrict you permanently from ever making defamatory comments about that person. You can also be made to offer an apology and retract the statement using the same platform you used to make those defamatory statements, or the court can award all these four to the person. So please, I know we live in a generation where people feel they can say anything to anybody. Be very mindful. There is a law, and even though freedom of expression is available, please, you also need to bear in mind that the person against whom you are making these comments also have rights, and they have a remedy in law. This is the next episode of Learning the Law with Ajiman. When you go around making false statements about people, always know that you can be sued and you can be made to pay monies that can go deep into your pockets. Be very careful. Have a pleasant day.
In conclusion, in a digital era where information spreads faster than ever, Kenyan journalists must navigate the delicate lines between the truth and defamation. Through landmark cases like National Media, 5 Makwere, the court continues to shape how stories are told, reminding everyone that words have power and the accuracy is the heartbeat of responsible journalists. I'm Stella Kavita, and thank you for listening to me.